My name is Nhlanhla Sibusiso Mkhwanazi.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God. So help me God. So help me God. So help me God.
Thank you, General.
I don't understand that this ANC, they don't understand that they are in power. Maybe they don't know that they are in power. They've got the power to implement anything. Ramaphosa has got power to take decisions. But it seems like these people, they don't know this ANC, African National Congress. They don't know that they are the ones who must take a decision, who must use and exercise their power. I think these people, they don't understand that they are in power. They've got power to implement anything. Instead of promising, they were supposed to just say that on this day, we're going to take money and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this day, we're going to make a stadium. On this day, we're going to make a city. On this day, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they do it because they don't consult from anyone. They are in power. And let me tell you that ANC, they will realize things they should have done when they are out. When they are out of power, they will realize that we should have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good people, let me give you a simple example. In Limpopo, we were having Ntsangwesi. Ntsangwesi, if I'm not mistaken, was a premier at his time. He was a Tsonga. Was a Tsonga guy. If I can show you something that he did, even today we can still point out that in some ways he did this, he did that, he did this. By the time he was still on power. But the question is, after when Cyril Ramaphosa leave, what is it that we can point out that Cyril Ramaphosa, he did this, he did that? Ntsangwesi passed away long time. The Mutsonga Ntsangwesi, Mchangana, passed away long time. I know the complex that he made in Palabora. I know the old parliament in Guyana. I know some of the buildings that is left. But what is Ramaphosa leaving behind?
I think
you oppose.
You've explained it, I think, so well here.
Yeah.
And at a public platform of the ANC, you only picked one example of the DA.
Yes.
And the impression was that you felt the DA is doing better than the ANC.
No.
And that is why there was such...
brouhaha.
Yes, because that's how... And especially a year before the election. So...
Yes. What I'm saying...
Would you have phrased it better in hindsight, given what you said?
I should have talked about the full equation. And the full equation is there's the compliance issues and there's the transformative issues. And both need to go hand in hand. And when I made the example, I should have done a comprehensive one. Now, this clarifies it because we should not be fixated on one area only. When we look at the performance of our governance, we must look at it comprehensively. There must be compliance there. There must also be transformation, improvement of the lives of our people.
Yeah.
That must also be there.
And I'm harping on this point, Mr. President, because the chairperson, before you spoke, when the members stood up and sang, he basically said, so this is what you do in councils. You sing, but capacity, dololo. And then a few minutes later, the president says, learn from the DA. So clearly, that messaging perhaps got a different taste from
Maybe
the
you
ANC
could
members.
say it got lost in translation. In the end, we all must learn from each other. And that is important. That I will say as also the President of the Republic,
Yeah.
that there are a number of areas where good work is being done. And there are others where there is weakness. And mature people must look at both and say, how can we improve the lives of South Africans? By looking at what others do and improving on it. And it's a two-way process. It should never be anyone, say, from the DA standing on the rooftops and saying, oh, the president said this about us, and others saying, no, why did he say? It should be, this is a call for us to be sober and look at both, because if we do what Oliver Tambo said we should do, learn from everyone, then you are able to bring about changes in people's lives.
But do you accept, Mr. President, that your weight as the president of the ANC and the country carries weight?
It does. It certainly does.
So what you said in public tends to be believed and believable.
But you see, what I said in public is about compliance.
Yeah.
The transformation part is precisely what we were talking about the whole weekend.
I don't know where you think I'll get the strength to speak today. I will not even begin to try and release Zinziswa's tapes in this gathering. Thank you, darling. I never knew I meant so much to you. Deputy President, everybody who is here, because of my age, 80, I'm allowed to say all protocol observed. And I fully associate myself with the Deputy President's acknowledgement of everybody who is here. Thank you, Deputy President. But I had to keep pinching myself to find out whether I'm really still alive. I've never heard of such accolades when a person is still alive, especially a person like me who always offends one person or other whenever I speak. Thank you, Deputy President. I didn't know you even noticed some of the things you said. And of course, my daughter was bound to say the things that she is saying. How many dollars do you want for your trip back? For all the good things you said here about Mommy today. Excellency Zinzi Mandela and Nonkosi Uzwelendaba. Upumfana, if Nkosi yalapha ekhaya, Zwelendaba uphi? Uzondo. Nenkosikazi yalapha ekhaya, uMrs. Mandela number 2, uNonzolo. Mandibalekile. I'm honestly not speaking today, Julius. I'm not going to say one word that's going to be discussed in Lotuli House. Deputy President, I'm not going to say a thing about Marigana today. I'm not going to scold you for not seeing me until you sold me to the DA. And you, Patricia, you know the trouble you once put me through in Parliament. One day you storm into Parliament You don't even get yourself recognized, and you said, I know who are the sellouts in this house. Instead of everybody turning and looking at you, everybody turned and looked at me. And whenever Patricia spoke in Parliament and insulted the ANC, people turned and looked at me exactly the same way they do with Julius. Only problem is that I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm conveniently sick for 2.5 years. Because I don't want you to shout at me and say I must bring anything back. So I'm not going to say anything about you not cartooning my deputy president. And I am sure all the nice things he said today, he qualifies for you to remove the horns on his head. I'm not going to talk about the leadership today. I'm not going to talk about that at all. The weakening rand, and you tell us you know why the rand is weak. I'm not going to say all the things Julia says. And I hope now that you have heard about your mother, you're going to stop shouting and asking people to bring back anything in Parliament. And I hope you were tricking Patricia when you gave her all the metros, the big metros. Because I know you. You didn't mean a word of that, my friend. And I'm just happy to see you sitting next to White Capital today. And for as long as you voted with DA, they'll never bring our country back. So this is a day for that kind of speech today. And Comrade Mpofu, stop defending people against us. We will help to look after your Marikana widows. When I get well, I'm going to lead a campaign for those orphans and widows. That I can assure you of. And you know who's going to support me? Deputy President. He's going to find a budget from the White Capital that is here. If Zonda can bring us the White Capital he's working with, you are sitting right in front of me. Thank you very much. Please donate to the Marikana widows so that Julius can stop shouting. And honestly, I am not making any speech today. I just want to thank each and every one of you for celebrating this day with me today. And let us hope that we'll have a peaceful parliament. And my Aunt Balega is not going to say, I haven't recognized you, Julius. I haven't recognized you, Mr. Ndlozi. And thank you all for being here today. I'll find an opportunity to make a speech that's going to deal with where Julius got his money from for the party. And I hope you will share that with the ANC, because the ANC is broke. and you know exactly where they get their money from. You said, where did they get their money from, by the way? Because they said they spent a whole whooping billion, what did they say? Yeah, for elections. Yeah, no, just come and ask me my point. Don't start shouting out there, pay back the money, no fool. And you know, that is all. And that is all. I hope to see all of you tomorrow, and there will be an occasion for making a serious speech next time. And you know how I am itching to contribute to the state of the nation, and to tell you where all your money has gone to, and who is corrupt and who is not corrupt, according to Julius and Mr. Dalimpofu. They seem to know us more than we know ourselves. Amandla!